Hey! Here we go again. Welcome to the edge of civilization, Venice Beach, California, IA. This is show number 25. 25. And yeah, once more into the breach. So, we have the top of my head. Alright, so what do we got going on here today? What's going on here today? The latest in the series. So this is what we got yesterday, the day before with the TV. And I haven't looked at it since. So, let's see. See. That's great. In every way. But, oops. Oh, that's why. I would explain that. Right. Hey, you. How you doing?
Just heading home.
Huggy. Look wonderful. Just so you know, you're on candid camera. Hi, Mom. Yeah. Started at 6:01.
Awesome.
Yes.
It's coming along really nicely.
Thank you very much.
I love your work.
Better. What's new in your universe?
Just a new job.
Oh, what is the new job?
It's like a medical assistant, but he calls me his secretary.
Oh, somebody is debilitated and you help out?
I work for an acupuncturist.
Oh, okay, cool. That sounds like there could be some growth there. So you want to study acupuncture.
It's very intensive.
Isn't it?
I'm not actually big on needles.
Yeah, hear that. You're in the business to not be big on needles.
It's a job.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I think I will.
Okay, you better.
All right. So we'll see you again.
Yes.
Sooner than later, I hope. All right. Then. Congratulations on the new job.
Thank you.
More hugging.
Sure.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for the juice. That was really nice.
How do you like it? I want monster. I want hot sauce. Yeah.
Okay, what do we got?
Probably gonna walk.
Let's Oh, 12 years ago, in Los Angeles with $9. 500 my games that I spent about a month editing in North Carolina, and I hitchhiked across the country with a crystal in hand that somebody had given me at a party in Boone, North Carolina. And the intention is to begin the process of getting my work out on board. Would be able to actually make copies of work. Because before that time, the technology didn't exist. Hello.
Hi.
Price.
The frame pieces, frame prints. The smaller ones are 20, and the larger ones are 45. You get the frame. Frame by me, real fast.
With the frame, right? Just the painting. Comes with everything, right?
This is 35.
Right. And then for the frame, they're 15 and 5.
These are prints though, right? They're not the.
Nope. These are originals.
Okay.
Yeah. There could be a sneeze coming on. So, when I landed in LA back 14 years ago, with the intention of coming out here on the boardwalk, and I got a pretty clear message a couple months before that it was time to go out. And the way to do that was the first time the technology to be able to cost effectively make prints of your work without having to make lithographs, which were pretty expensive investment. I had so many images, there would be no. It was very challenging. Up to that point, I didn't even have any lithographs made. The 90s, there was Xerox machines that made the process pretty cheap and affordable for just anybody to get prints made that people would actually buy. The quality would last long enough for people to think that it's worth their investment. So I came out here in 97, just passing through town for the first time after the Rodney King thing in '92, and the boardwalk had changed. Up until that point, the boardwalk was really restrictive. I mean, in '92, a month before the Rodney King riots, I was out here hand painting little, 8 by 10 pieces of paper of my images because you couldn't sell T-shirts on the boardwalk. And up until that point, that's how I made my living, was by hand painting T-shirts for a living. And so then you had to, you could only show 2 of your pieces. If you showed more than 2 of your pieces, you could get a ticket. And I got a ticket for showing more than 2 of my pieces because I would paint one and put it down, and then start painting on the next one, and then put it down, and then start painting on the third one, and I got a ticket for painting a third painting. I'm like, this is friggin' unconstitutional. In the space of like 2 weeks, I got that ticket for showing more than 2 of my pieces. I got a ticket for unloading in a red zone, and I got a ticket for jaywalking at night in Santa Monica. I was like, what is in 2 weeks? I'm like, what is up with this? I was like, I'm out of here, and the boardwalk was just too restrictive. It wasn't very open to people being able to just come out and show their work and work it, So in '97, I was walking through the boardwalk, and I saw everybody all spread out with their stuff. There were people selling copies, color copies of their work. And I was, what happened to this place, And I asked somebody, and they told me what was up. That people like Harry Perry, the guy with the guitar that nobody wants to listen to, they'd taken the city to court, and the city had to back off and let people, do their art. And that opened the doorway for people to literally get out here and get some space and on a daily basis. Back then, it was the way it is now, which is first come, first served, And so I determined in '97, 98, whatever, that I was gonna come back with all the paintings that I'd done up to that point, all the images. I was gonna get them photographed because I'd have to get them digitized and then edit them down. And that summer of 2000, that's what I did. Was it 2000? 2000. Yeah, summer 2000. And so somebody loaned me a camera when I was back on the Cape, and I photographed the work, and then I hitchhiked down to North Carolina to my friend Kelly Phipps's place and used the computers at the university, at Appalachian State University, for a month.
She left her hat in my purse.
Right. And So I edited the library for a month. It took me a month to edit all that stuff down, because the goal was to be just walk into a Xerox place, you know, like a coffee place. They have this and this and this one. And so what ended up happening is after I edited all that stuff, I put it on a CD and I started hitchhiking. And like I said, I landed in LA in it must have been with $9 in my pocket and a CD of my paintings of about 80 of my images printed on photographic papers that a friend had made. My friend Steve Alsop up on the Cape, and for the couple of years before that, I had been making my living by doing readings as an astrologer, and from a original deck of cards called the Book of Mirrors that I had designed. I'd started working with this. I never knew about tarot or anything like that, and then I was introduced to it by working with this deck called the Daughters of the Moon Tarot deck, which is round, and all the arcana are goddesses, you know, and which was a really cool introduction to tarot. But I decided after working with those for a couple of weeks that I would in my own deck. So, and I didn't want to be the tarot assistant. I didn't want to be any kind of darkness in the deck, you know. And so I went out on Christmas Tree Island for the next month with a stack of cards that I cut up from some glossy cardstock, and I initially had intended to do these cards based on 365 positive words. And I made a list of these 365 positive words, and I wanted each card to be, there'd be one card for every day of the year.
Aww.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going? Life is good. I like these.
There's more in here too.
Very positive. It's the nature of things. Yeah.
But it's not even about like level. It is something like that, but just like
Yeah. Yeah. I've done that, and I've been there, and it's nothing like that. Sometimes I put myself like with the wrong person. Yeah, and I'm just like, this is not it. I need to be this way.
yeah, so that day I definitely
So much of creativity, self-conscious creativity, it's a matter of putting yourself in trouble and making it. I like it. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, I named this deck the Book of Mirrors, and as soon as I started to draw it, the plan for each card to be one of the positive words went right out the window, and all these images started to come through. And I ended up drawing 180 cards that month. And on New Year's Day, I started doing readings at the Mallory Square Sunset Festival in Key West. And over the next couple of days, somebody introduced me to Drumbelow Melchizedek's Flower of Life workshops on a series of VHS tapes they had. And I watched all 36 hours, and then I started drawing the Flower of Life. And over the next 6 months, I added another 200 and something cards to the deck, so that now that deck is like, it's over 400 cards, around 400 cards. And that's how I made my living for the next couple of years, was doing card readings from that deck and combined with astrology. So I developed that intuitive sense of intuitive senses. And you know, I never thought that I would be, you know, living as a reader. But there I was, making my living as a reader.
Wow. This is beautiful work.
Thank
I like
you.
your sacred geometry.
Thank you very much.
Nice touch.
Thank you very much.
It's like $40. Yeah. That it kind of
So anyway, that fall that I landed in LA, for a short time I was doing readings and to get the money together to get the prints made to do my art. And finally I got the prints made, and I get some frames, and I'm doing readings and selling the art at the same time on the boardwalk, and it was a bit challenging to do both. And then there was this Sunday night. It had already gotten dark, and I was still out working, and this woman came by who wanted to have a reading. And so we start doing the reading and everything, and it turns out that she is a reader herself. and in the middle of the reading, it kind of flipped where she was doing a reading of me. And I also got this intuition in my head was like this was the last reading I was going to do on the boardwalk, where I was, making my living as a reader. Necessarily putting it out there. Hey, I'm a reader. Literally putting my sign out that said readings. So I was going to stop doing that. But this in my astrology chart, there's I have 7 planets in each house. A house that is ruled by Scorpio, and Pluto, the ruler of Scorpio, is right at the beginning of that house. Literally, it's at 0 degrees Virgo, and 0 degrees is the beginning of the 8th house. And so a planet that is the 8th house and Scorpio, right at the beginning, the conjunct the Sun. So Pluto is at 0 degrees, and Sun is at 3 degrees Virgo. And then there's 7 planets in that house, and then Scorpio is on my midheaven. It's a point the midheaven is a point that's straight ahead at the moment of your birth, and right next to the midheaven is this point called the North Lunar Node, which represents karmic destiny. And so, Mars, the Sun, Venus, right? All in the 8th house, and so that's a tremendous amount of scorpionic energy without being an actual Scorpio, And so this woman, this reader, said, I'll never forget this. She said, "Get this picture of a dragon in a cave sitting on top of and almost to the point of whole wealth, and that it was to share the wealth." And at that time, it was so true, because here I had the 500 candles spent, I don't know, at that point 10 years, and I was at the threshold of being able to share it with the world. And but up until I was still, it was still close to me. It was still all up into my, and it was definitely I felt like time to share. So, cool. On today, and we just spent the past 3 hours talking astrology and all this stuff, and I don't get to talk astrology with my peers that often, and so it was just really, at least of all, somebody that I, have such, obvious what past this person has had a pivotal effect on has proven themselves to be accurate in their assessment. to the point where it had a pivotal effect on my life. Because the very next day after we did that mutual reading, 15 years ago, 14 years ago, I stopped doing readings on the walk and started giving my full attention to doing the astrology. And doing the putting my artwork out and painting on the boardwalk and everything. And I have to say that at the end of the day, that first day, I felt like I had so much more energy than I did after a day of just, doing readings on the boardwalk. And in part, I think because it felt like a relief to finally be doing the work, giving the work my full attention and focus. So I'm going to turn the computer over this way for a second so you can see what I'm looking at. Can you see that? Oh, I can't even see what's going on in there. Oh, there you go. There she is. Just sitting there, enjoying the day. I love it when that happens. So, anyway. Oops. So full moon energy. I trimmed the beard today. Yippee-yi-yo-ki-yay. And what else we got? What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So this person comes by, and we sat here for 3 hours talking astrology, and I definitely learned a few things. It's always good to get somebody else's perspective on how you see your chart. That's good. Like that. Work. Let's go with it. Easy. What's up, man? How's it going, brother?
Okay, we're on our way back. Hey, Drake. Drake. What you doing, bud?
Oh, hi, Tara.
This little kid just came along and chased that pigeon. This bugs you when you do that. When people chase the seagulls.
هذا نظام يسمونه هذا النظام اللي ياخذ الطوب وتجري وراح يتخيل اشياء. هذا يتخيل اشياء صار يعني لكن قاعد اسوي سايكيك ريالي. وايد اشياء. هو وايد اشياء يعني اول طول بعدين في قالت لي ان يسمونها وايد ما يثبت ولا شيء ترى قاعد يصور له بس قالت
Who are you posting?
وين
Really? Wow. There don't mean many Kuwaitis these days. You know? You see them all the time.
Hey man, how much are these?
$20 and $5 a pound. Larger ones are $35.
Even what's written?
It's all original work.
ياخذون اشياء تخيل هلوس شنو؟ ايش رايك فيها هذه؟ ايش رايك فيها هذه؟ ما يصير تخيل صح؟
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Yes, all of it. The inside the record you have is
Yeah, I made them.
small record. Cincinnati Society takes me back, girl. Remember that at all? Oh,
Or my turn. Sorry.
how old are you?
30.
Yeah. Growing up on Saturdays, late afternoon, Long Beach Cincinnati Society. They just want to sell you.
That makes it weird.
So, I mean, I think a lot of, because they would tell you about it, you know, if they played like Beethoven or something like that, they would tell you the backstory on whenever the piece was. And then they play it and they do it with some kind of visual montage of you know, flowery whatever. But the music is, you know, that was my introduction to classical music. Every
I
Saturday.
think they have it on like the arts channel now or something. Like
Probably.
I used to watch that
Yeah.
like later in life.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
So that's a really cool connection because like I make these and I sell them. So you know, I mean, I have a couple more. Thing.
That's your thing.
Yep.
Vinyl's coming back, babe.
What's your name? I know I listen to that. I have a
Yeah.
collection.
What's my name? My name. What is my name? My name is David Alexander English, and I am the president of my universe.
What's that name?
It wasn't you. You made that too, didn't you? Coconut.
No, I got this in Grenada, and my friend that is a vendor here, he did the wire work for me. Yeah. Yeah, I get most of my jewelry in this. My other friend made this up north. But yeah, most of my jewelry.
You got a Taurus thing going on.
Taurus? Really?
Taurus.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Well,
I'm a Sag.
yeah, but probably Taurus rising and Taurus moon.
Gemini rising.
Oh, really? Look at
Yeah.
you.
I'm not sure. What is that? Interesting.
Yes, indeed. What's the sun?
Sagittarius.
You're born at sunset?
I was actually.
Yeah, Gemini rising. Right. So you have like Painter ruling the second house. That's the house of Taurus. And yeah, so maybe you do have the moon. Well, you definitely have the inner energy in something. That would be the need for stuff. Mm. Mm. Take care. Okay, what do we got? 43%. Plenty. Plenty. Let's do this one. Where is it? That is the best. Oh. Hi. Thank you. In case you're wondering, I don't know where this is going. Just, slow day in paradise. So, what was it talking about? Full moon in Sagittarius today. Hi there. Hello. Just looking at you. Yeah. Thank you. Hey, good night. Hi.
Stop. And they're in part of the contract, and the lender gets to look at it.
Okay. Well, we could just keep going on with that, I suppose. What are we going to do with it? That's the thing. I don't know! Yeah, true.
You know, like the perfect, if we were to do like all one, like,
Okay. Let's try this here. Okay. Light. Good. Good is the light. Yeah. Oh well, she'll come back for it when she realizes. Okay. Let's try this. All right. Probably want to make it a little higher. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Do you have a card?
Yeah.
Are you out here all the time?
In spirit.
I'll be back Sunday.
Okay.
Especially, I don't know if you have this one in the card value. I love it.
Okay. Yes.
Hey! Man! Got it going there. Hey, do you know anything about what, did anybody figure out what that flower of life thing is really is? Huh?
Loads of people have all throughout history have
Seen it.
figured out what it is.
I seen it. It's not a man, it's not a woman, it's a living being. I seen it. It's white actually, it's not gold. Oh yeah, they got different colors like a rainbow though. They do. I've seen that too. Boy, the angels up in the clouds today. They've been up there for weeks. Oh man. How many battle wounds do I gotta get to tell the truth again? Oh really? Yeah. Right on. That's what's up. I'll stop that class.
Hay de verde, de rojo, de queso, de piña, tamales, tamales, tamales. are exactly.
Yeah.
So I had a messenger come to me today, and the messenger said, it's time to move out of the familiar and the comfortable, and to access those things that are more in the psychic realm, so to speak. Stay tuned. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Well, yeah, that was my priority. She's my child.